It's really a case of make or break time for Harry and Meghan on their next big expedition. As we know, their last foray, shall we say, into the spotlight didn't end particularly well. We told you recently about their return to Germany and, of course, the highlighting of the Invictus Games. Seemingly all went well, but most people only spoke about Meghan Markle. And people might say, yes, Neil, but you did the same thing. You didn't highlight that. We didn't have access to half the footage to show those well-deserving men and women who did so well, and so many of their contestants, so many of their things that they had to undertake. I thought some of them were incredible. I don't know about you if you've seen any of that footage, but it is really inspiring because you kind of think sometimes, can't get myself off the sofa. You see people like that and think, come on, shift yourself. Do you know what I'm saying? This could be the same thing being said, of course, for the former royals known as Harry and Meghan. As we now know, they're returning back to the city of dreams, allegedly. Not necessarily for them, maybe horrors after that initial New York car crash, a chase, whatever you want to call it. What's interesting here, though, is that Meghan herself and her choice of new chum. Now, the person hosting this particular event is an ex-colleague of mine out at NBC, Carson Daly. Now, Carson's been a big name on US television for many years and been very vocal about some of his own personal struggles, particularly with mental health. This is really what aligned him to both Harry and Meghan. But not only that, you see, Meghan has a relationship with said person dating well back to her time on Suits, and in particular when she popped up on that cooking segment alongside Matt Lauer on NBC a few years back now. That was a big break for Meghan. You know, she hoped that people would see her in a more easygoing light and not as a character as Rachel in said TV show. But the bottom line for this is simply this. Meghan is threatening once again to give one of her infamous speeches. You know, the ones where Harry sits there adoringly, no doubt carrying her bag, opening the door, basically playing the underdog when really people want to hear from him. I think a lot of people, in fact, would be interested to hear about Prince Harry's struggles on a more realistic basis. Clearly, he's had them. Clearly, he's gone through things on a bigger world stage than his wife, Meghan Markle. But as we know, we've seen recently, she will wrestle them out to the ground off anyone. So for those that are looking forward to this event, the plan is simply this. Yes, they will take questions from the audience. Yes, it's a big charitable event. A little bit sort of questionable so far as to exactly where that charitable event money will be going to, but I'm sure it will be openly detailed in the fullness of time. More importantly, though, people will be looking to see exactly how Meghan resonates with the problem having two young small children and, of course, the mobile phone social media epidemic that she claims to dislike so much, but as we told you, is inches away to returning to in the very near future, teasing all the while. In fact, a brand new handle at Meghan. You get the picture. One person she's hoping she can rely on is none other than her former chum, Carson Daly. She hopes that his well-received presence over in the United States of America will at least ease some of the negativity, the backlash, and more importantly, produce some positive publicity, much needed, on a trip that all eyes will be on, including the Mayor of New York and the New York Police Department, to see whether any untoward, any misdemeanor could come to the fore once again. Truly, this is a developing story. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.